I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and come next. Last time that I checked.
I've been going and going like the Energizer. Yeah, I'm supplying no like Elijah. In the cut, no, might run a compartmentalizer. They say life is a and if that is the case, then I'm finna surprise her. No, I am not an advisor, but I do advise you to pay attention. Never need to mention I'm the heads. Finna push it to the ledge. Yeah, my meds. Ain't got no love for the feds. Can that thing go to your head? Me watch where you tread. I'm finna kill it instead. I'm finna, well, I can never done it, and I wanna run it, and I wanna keep it going and going like infinity. Be the only entity to ever rip it apart. Finna start like this, finna heart like this, finna rip a million miles a minute, no nitrous. Do it righteous. I've been down this road before. Everybody think that they do, but they don't. Swear to God that they would, but they won't. Spitting riddles in the middle of a pastime. Me and my mind feeling divine, like yeah. Finna get it.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons begin the game with the basketball. Kennard to Drummond. Gets to the basket and scores.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Bulls with the basketball. Beyond the arc for three. His first effort off the mark. Surveys the floor. Kennard to Rose. The big fella, Andre Drummond. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Young. Count it.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Rose. Has a chance. And the rebound taken down by Griffin. To Rose. Thaddeus Young with the block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Thaddeus Young. Kennard. To Griffin. Derrick Rose missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Young. Curling inside. Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Number 17, Tony Snell.
It's Chicago ball. And scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Rose into the front court. They lead it, 4-point game. We get a whistle. In the eyes of the ref, he meant it. Intentional foul.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
Griffin to Luke Kennard. Fires the three. Oh, surprise. He hits it.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Zach LaVine trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. The possession in favor of Detroit. Screen coming. Rose, defended by the former Hoya. To Griffin. Probing the defense. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To LaVine. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rose into the front court. Lead is 2. To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Dunn. To Porter. Andre Drummond. Tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Short jumper misses. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Dunn to Porter. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Jackson with it. Up 5. Great feed. Luke Kennard slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Thaddeus Young here against Morris. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Jackson with it. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Kennard. Five on the shot clock. Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Markey blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Young. To Markkanen. Andre Drummond sends it away. Pistons ball here. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Here comes the screen. Shot from the lane won't go. That's the end of the quarter. The Pistons have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Jackson with it. The lead stands at 9. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Offensive board. Deep left corner. Trying to cash in. Yes. It drops. Little drama on that one.
Ooh, someone's been working on their game in the offseason. But let's not get carried away.
Pistons have it. Jackson. Lauri Markkanen able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
End score. Strong take.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively. You can't make any shots. Then you see the ball go in. Boom. Switch turned on.
Jackson with it. His team up by 7. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Markkanen. To Wendell Carter. Oh, he had it.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
From the painted area, won't go down. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Jackson with it. Lead stands at 7. To Luke Kennard. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a look. Missed that one. You want to see more, knowing the defender was still right there. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
count the free throw as well. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. To Drummond. Oh, Carter with the rejection. That's out of bounds off a Bull. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Wendell Carter. Good. Off a spin.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Wow, maybe a design disruption right there. Or probably just an accident.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Markieff Morris swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lock up. Don't split.
Lauri Markkanen rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Markkanen. Porter. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Working hard on the glass. Porter to Chris Dunn. Markieff Morris snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Can't connect from in close. To Drummond. Has a chance. Drummond can't connect. Markkanen to Chris Dunn.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
To Wendell Carter. The pass set it all up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for Detroit.
Jose Calderon up against Porter. To Rose. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
To Porter. Goes to the left side. Pass stolen by Detroit. Wide open look, won't go. And the finish. Jay, Euro stepping for 2. Desperation shot here from half court. First half comes to an end. The Pistons with the lead.
The Pistons have themselves a narrow lead.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe we got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Dunn. Over to the right side. Zach LaVine. That's off the side of the rim, short. Rose into the front court. 2-point advantage. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
Otto Porter, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Rose. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. To Porter. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
Rose into the front court. His group now down 2. And he's going to the line to shoot.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Derrick Rose at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip. Bulls have it. To Zach LaVine. He gets it.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Rose into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Griffin to Drummond. Zach LaVine with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Dunn to Porter. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
And draws contact. Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot 2.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Dunn to Wendell Carter. Deep 2 there, won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
To Porter. Gets it in the right corner. Young. Free throws coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Zach LaVine, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down.
There we go. Yes, sir.
And gets both to drop at the line.
That boy got jumper.
It's Detroit's ball. Here comes the screen. He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional. Kennard to Griffin. Detroit with 4 to shoot. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Porter to LaVine. Zach LaVine. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Count the basket inside.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Porter. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Rose into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. No, I missed a short one there. To Chris Dunn. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Rose into the front court. Down just a couple. Griffin. Derrick Rose slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Now whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Chicago as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Shifting gears, here come some substitutions. LaVine. Fires the three. He was all over him. Rose into the front court. Tie game, third quarter. To Griffin. Goes to the right side. To Luke Kennard. Griffin. Rose. That no good. Off the mark. Carter. Pistons ball here. From the painted area, won't go down. To Zach LaVine. Stuffs it down with authority. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Derrick Rose, now 4 for 9.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Markkanen to LaVine. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. To Griffin. Here comes the screen. Griffin to Drummond. Rises for the slam.
The assist from number 23, Blake Griffin.
Deep three at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Bulls have the lead. Pistons basketball here to start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Young. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Almost unlucky bounce. Carter. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Pistons have it.
Watch that cutter. Screen's coming. Here it is.
To Jackson. Great pass to...
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Not bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Jackson with it. His guys now trailing by a point. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
To Young. Thaddeus Young looking good. 4 for 5.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Jackson. Wide open look, won't go.
From the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
To Wendell Carter with a drop step. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for the Detroit Pistons, number 17.
To Reggie Jackson. With a drop step. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Screen coming. Jackson. Oh, nice find for the basket.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Young to Zach LaVine. And he finishes at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Reggie Jackson, not that time. Pass stolen by Detroit.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Has a look. Not today. To Young. Thaddeus Young. He's now 5 for 6.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Detroit's ball. To Jackson. Return label included.
Offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
To LaVine. Porter. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Griffin. Over to the right side. Blake Griffin up against Porter. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. 4-3. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Whistle stops play. Now we'll get a timeout here for Detroit. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Into the game for the Chicago Bulls, number 24,
Griffin.
Lauri Markkanen.
Nice pass to set things up. Thaddeus Young pins it. 4th this contest. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Now the Pistons going to use a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 34.
Lauri Markkanen, huge block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
He'll let one fly from half court. Hits the late three at the buzzer, but it's not going to be enough. This game is all over. The Bulls take this one as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Bulls took this down to the wire before getting the win. And whenever the game seemed to start slowing down, they came up with a block that would ignite everyone. Check out the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls. The Pistons finished on the losing end of a close score.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.
Squad made the beat.